What is up, everyone? I'm Scratch. Welcome to another Etheria restart video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. In today's video, guys, I want to talk about NicoNana, how to farm it on Inferno. To be honest with you guys, Inferno is freaking painful. Now, to be honest, once again, let me repeat the sentence. I don't necessarily think that we need to stress about Inferno too much just yet. I haven't stressed too much about it in the threshold because the game is 2 weeks old, right? We cannot expect to farm the end game dungeons. And that's in pretty much every game that I've played. I'm not going to reach the end game in 2 weeks, especially if I'm not a big spender, a Kraken that pretty much buys every single pack. And that's mainly because you will need a lattice for your characters. It is, in a way or another, specific to characters. So, at the moment, you will struggle if you do not have, for example, Shadow Sanya. That's the GOAT, at least in this dungeon. You will struggle without Lily because she enables you to do content with weaker gear, okay? But once we start accumulating better gear from the threshold, then different strategies will come to light. And you're going to be able to defeat content that was very hard before without Lily. And after, you're going to be able to do it without Lily, without a problem. And that's mainly because you will have much better gear. Now, NicoNana is a pain in the A, at least for me at the moment. The accuracy requirements are just freaking mental, okay? Like crazy, crazy. First, let me just quickly talk a bit about the regular stages, Nightmare and Hell. I've seen a lot of you guys commenting, Scratch, can you do a guide on this one? My deering is not doing damage, etc. So this boss, guys, requires you to have decreased speed on the boss and increased speed on you, because that will basically knock down the damage mitigation that the boss has. So if we are looking at the kit, let me just see where it is. Starts with 90% extra damage reduction. When attacked, reduces extra damage reduction by 1.5% for every 1 additional speed the attacker possesses compared to the unit. So if I'm quickly going to show you basically a team that you can run on a Hell, right? So you can go in with a Marvel to bring you the decreased speed. If you have Lily, you can go in with Lily to give you the increased speed. If not, you can use a different unit for increased speed. You can use even a Mio to give you the increased speed. Then, of course, you won't be able to double tap it, right? So maybe you are looking at bringing in some sort of sustainability. So you could potentially keep in Valerian in the team without a problem. Let me just actually give it a go like this. So you can bring Dinah instead of Valerian, so that's going to be a bit faster. Where is my Marvel? Let's quickly see. There we go. So, I'm going to put it on auto, target the boss. You have the defense down, and seems like my deering is cutting on Marvel. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, I was going to say, is he cutting on Marvel? You have the decreased speed, you have the increased speed, and look at the damage now. Bang. Almost dead, okay? Literally almost dead. So, the increased speed and the decreased speed is what will actually boost your damage in this team. So I don't really need that Lily in the team, to be honest. I can actually try something else. Now, I'm not sure if I have a different unit that gives me increased speed built at the moment. Most likely my Mio is not built. No, so she's missing some quite a bit of gear. She's pretty slow. But I'm quickly gonna rebuild her just to show you that you can do it without it too. And I don't even actually need to bring in a hero to heal my team or anything like that, right? So I'm quickly going to swap some gear from Lily to her. So let's get that. And let's get that. And then we're gonna move on to Inferno. But I just kind of like wanna talk a bit about every single difficulty, right? So that is 5. Okay, let's get this from Lily so I know exactly what I've moved. I'm 10. I just need a shell on her. I'm going to give her this one because I have it available. Mount. And what's my speed? Fast enough, okay? So let's actually check it with her. I haven't tried it with her. We do have A different unit that gives you increased attack and increased speed. I literally forgot her name. She resets the cooldowns of the skills too. I'm gonna show it to you in a second. Too many names to remember them all, guys. Where is she? Where is she? This one. Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi. Very, very good as well because she will give you this. Increased speed and increased attack. So you make her as fast. And with a second skill, decreases the cooldown of all of the skills and shells, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So that's actually really, really good. Plus, it will boost your damage even more. So it's going to be much better than Mio. Much better than Lily in here because you're going to get that increased attack too, which will make you deal even crazier damage versus this boss. So literally, with the build that I have on D-Ring, most likely will be a one-shot. So let's see. Defense down. We got all of the debuffs from her. Beautiful. Decrease speed. Put it. Beautiful. And check out D-Ring now. No increased attack, right? Bang. Bang. Like, does it look like we actually need Lily in here? No. Okay. Straight to the point. Now, my D-Ring does have a pretty decent build. Not the most insane build. I've seen much crazier ones, but it's still a pretty good build, right? And you can do that. The increased speed, decreased speed is what matters the most in this dungeon. So this is my D-Ring right here. He is fully maxed though, and yes, I did manage to get some decent pieces of gear for him, but I have a much better build in store. I'm still working on the shell. It's not the best shell for him. That's mainly going to be the build for a real Mocha. Where is it? Count build right here. So I will be losing some attack, of course, and stuff. But once I'm maxing the shell, this is going to be a nasty build. And I'm very curious how much of a difference is going to be in between the White Fungus and the Count. I have a feeling that with this shell, I'm actually going to boost his damage even more because I can get much higher crit damage. And the Count will give me all of that extra attack too. So I'm very curious to see if it's going to be better or not. But leaving all that on the side, let me just quickly bring the gear back from Mio to Lily, and we're gonna go straight into the next team for Inferno. I just wanted to show you this as well, guys, in case if you were curious. Now, for Inferno is going to be a completely different story. We need dot damage. My team is not ready. The accuracy requirement is freaking mind-blowing. I know I've mentioned it already, but I'm gonna say it again because you're not going to believe me, okay? So, Valerian, Obol, Fungus. Check this out. So my Obol has 239% effect accuracy, and he gets resisted freaking 60% of the time. I do need to book his skills, right? That will make quite a bit of a difference. I will be able to get more effect accuracy from there as well, which will be really, really helpful. Fungus, 222% accuracy. Now, I do have them built on Swift Rush, Time Wave as well. I have the Codex on Obol, and just check it out how broken it is when you're using that with Lily. You're going to have the third skill available 3 times back to back to back. Now, I'm going to show it to you with Lily first. Then, I'm going to show you a different option that does not work just yet for me, and that's mainly because their skills are not maxed, and I cannot land the debuffs as often as I would like. If I would be able to do that, you don't need Lily to farm Inferno either, okay? So let me just quickly show it to you on auto. So it's not 100% win rate or anything like that, but it's still helpful. You see, resisted. It just sucks that we're still getting resisted. It's not like we do not actually trigger the chance for the debuff to land, because that would not proc the word resisted, at least not from what I'm aware, right? So there you go. Bang, lands there again, put some dot, gets resisted. So he's gonna get resisted non-freaking stop. Resisted again. The third skill again, resisted again twice instead of landing all of that dot damage. So I'm really not sure how much accuracy we need for this freaking stage. 300%? Do we need some crazy things like that? Because hell, how are we going to get that? Okay, I cannot imagine how we're gonna get it at the moment. Like, we need to get the other accuracy set as well. Probably get rid of the Swift or something. Get like perfect roll shells with triple matrix effects. 3 matrix effects for 3 different sets. That's what I mean. And maybe that's how. But either way, getting resisted so freaking often is crazy. Now, Obol is massive in here because he can stun the ads when he doesn't get resisted. And that will allow us to basically sustain the team better. If not, the side ads will land stun on our characters. Like right there, we dropped Fangus, unfortunately. So this might actually fail right now because we're just not landing enough damage, enough dot damage. You really need to put in a lot of it. You see, resisted again twice. So it's crazy how often you're getting resisted. That's why Lily enables me to farm this one right here with slightly lesser stats, because the ally attack from the A1, resetting the skill to be able to use it multiple times is actually really, really massive, you know? So we might be able to pull this one off. Yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it. There we go. So as I've mentioned, unfortunately, not 100% win rate, but you can do this. Now, the gear requirements are pretty crazy in terms of accuracy. Did we get a good one? Okay, not too bad. I actually got my first triple matrix one. I'll show it to you in a second. The next team that I am positive 1,000,000% that it will work, okay, without Lily, once I'm maxing their skills and probably upping their accuracy by at least 20% more, is going to be the following. Now, unfortunately, my Linglu does not have the third and the first skill maxed. If I would have these skills maxed, the first and third, this will be huge, okay? But I do not have that available yet. The lattice is pretty damn scarce. So once I'm going to max the skill, get the accuracy up, this will work. I'm actually going to show it to you, but I'm going to manual quickly. We got resisted on the decreased speed right there, so that's going to rein up our plans a little bit. Okay, so let's do that. We got 2. Let's equalize the HP. So it will work without Lily. But as I've mentioned, Lily at the moment is a cheat code that enables you to defeat more difficult content that you shouldn't be defeating just yet, basically. So we landed another dot. I got like super close. You see where the name is NicoNana? That's how close I got multiple times with this team to defeat a boss. But unfortunately, them getting resisted non-freaking stop does really not help at all, okay? So we got resisted on the decreased speed at the beginning, which kind of like messed us up a little bit. Then Obol constantly getting resisted, which really sucks. So if that won't happen, we will be able to farm this stage with the team that you're currently seeing on the screen. Okay, the boss gains all of the goodies right there. Okay, is he gonna attack Fangus before? Yeah, but he got stunned, which sucks. So we're not able to use the skill. Let's go again. Only 1. We should have used the A2. But once I'm going to skill up the second skill on Obol, I'm going to transform both of the buffs into debuffs. At the moment, him not being skilled only does it for 1 buff on the enemy. So you see, if we were not getting resisted, this boss was almost melted already. Like literally. Okay, we're gonna lose that. That's fine. I'm gonna give it a restart. Maybe we're not gonna get resisted as much this time, and maybe I'm gonna be able to do it so you guys can see it. Come on, gods of RNG, please do not let me down. Stop resisting. Stop resisting, get a dot damage, suck it up, and die, boss. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to do anything else. Land the stuns in there as well. Beautiful. Oh, we haven't got resisted this time around. I feel like maybe the gods of RNG might be listening to me. I feel like they might be listening to me. So let's get a cleanse. Okay, there we go. Another one. We haven't got resisted. Come on. Oh, we got resisted on every single one of them there. That sucks. Okay. Let's do that. And we don't need to dispel. We're going to go with the first one. The basic skill. Resisted on both. Man, I don't get it. How much accuracy you need for this freaking Inferno? Like, it's crazy. It's literally crazy. Is it the same on every single Inferno stage for all of the content where you need like 1,000,000 accuracy? Because it is extremely hard, in my opinion, to get so much accuracy on your characters. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Like, I feel like you need 3-piece matrix effects on every single one of your character. Resisted again. It's not happening, guys. Mainly because we're getting resisted too freaking often. But this team will 1,000,000% work if you do not get resisted every freaking time, you know? So if we would not get resisted, I feel like a part of it is definitely not having their skills ready to rumble on Fungus and on Obol, of course. But hey, we dealt more damage this time around, and we're still gonna be able to put in a bit more damage. Let's see. Are we? Okay, she died. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I only need the dot damage dealer alive. So I'm gonna try to dispel. Maybe. Okay, we got resisted on that too. Forget about it. So, I just wanted to show you this team as well. I wanted to explain you why it fails, okay? Lily, cheat code, because she brings the ally attacks, resets the skill, so even if you're getting resisted, you're still going to land it every now and then, so that will allow you to basically get a win. There's really no room for getting resisted non-freaking stop. So let me just quickly show you. This is Lily. These are the stats that I have on. Of course, the Artisan shell is what you freaking need on it. Slightly higher defense. Then let's move on to Valerian. I have an Artisan on her as well, but it's not a maxed Artisan. I don't have very high defense on her either. Basically, Wellspring and Cure to get some more healing. And this is Oval, okay? We have Swift and Time Whiff. Only 8-piece Swift, but I have 12-piece Time Whiff. We gotta reset the cooldowns of the skills as often as possible, especially for a team that doesn't run Lily. Now, I have 239% freaking accuracy on, okay? I can get 12% more from here once I'm gonna get a freaking Lattice. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. I'm still waiting to collect 100 clan Union XP to be able to do it. And that should be good. But I feel like that won't really have such a big impact. But once you are maxing this skill on him, let me go back to it, you see? Increases the maximum number of convertible buffs to 2. So you're going to put 2 dot instead of 1, and you're going to remove the increased speed and the increased attack from the boss, which is going to be much, much better in terms of survivability as well. Then the next skill that I'm looking to max on him is actually the first skill rather than the third. I will work on the third after I'm done with Fungus, but he basically needs this, increase the chance, and inflicted 4 2 turns instead of 1. This is good as well, but the stun is good too, so I kind of like want to fully max this character, to be honest. Then we have Fungus. I have him with a Witch, and same story. Time Whiff, Swift, but we only have a 6-piece Time Whiff on him. And that's mainly because I cannot get more accuracy and keep him at a slightly higher speed to ensure that we're landing that decreased speed as often as possible. I have no more Etheria coin either to try and do it, but I'm definitely going to look into it to see if I am able to change something. The Halloween shell, right? Now, skill-wise, I do have his third skill maxed, okay? The second one is the passive, which is pretty important. You are getting the accuracy from here, but what you are getting is a much higher chance for you to follow up with the attack. So that's actually pretty big on him, because every time, if he's able to take action after an ally casts a damage skill, he will have a chance to assist, okay? So this is really, really good, because if he can put dot with this skill, and once again, this is another thing that I kind of like want to have maxed, because they're pretty damn important to land the dot. When you're building a team with dot damage dealers, guys, it's not like the raw damage dealers where, okay, if they deal 200% attack or 220 is the same thing, more or less. If the dot does not land, you're not doing work, okay? So you need to basically ensure that you're doing that. I feel like it's probably going to take me, I would say, at least a week and a half at minimum to max both of these bad boys in terms of skills. I just do not have enough lattice. I actually have none. I'm very close to get one from the Union shop. Where is it? I have 880 coins, so I'm waiting for the guys to freaking smash this boss so we can get 100 from here. And then I'll be looking to basically get one of the weekly quests done. Not sure which one of them, but I'll be looking to get one of them done. Probably, I don't know, odd observation point or something like that, because it's easier to get it done. 20 runs in there and I'll get enough Union coins. And then I can purchase one, increase the accuracy on Obol, and hopefully that will work better. Now, unfortunately, from the other exchange shops, there isn't much that we can get at the moment. So it's just the Union shop too, but to get a second one is going to take me a little while. From the summon shop, 6 days, so I can forget about it this week. From the arena shop, I already got it. I already got the perfect lettuce as well. Summit Arena does not have one. And that is pretty much it. I do not really have any other areas from where I can collect a lot of it. Okay, the event gave it to us today, so it's going to take me some time. But as I've mentioned, if by any chance you have some skills in Linglu, you might be able to get slightly higher accuracy on Obol and Fangus. Maybe you have them skilled up already. I think you can definitely do it without Lily. But for me, I cannot do it without Lily at the moment because the boss is just too freaking annoying. He's getting resisted non-stop. Hopefully you found this video helpful, guys. If you did, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you all in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.